make a joyful noise in this house? Make a joyful noise. Come on, make a joyful noise.
Hey there, you ready for your word for the week? I'm here right now in Maracaibo, Venezuela. And as I'm out here and you got all kinds of noises, there's birds and dogs and construction going on. You know, I've just got through speaking yesterday about Nehemiah. We looked at Nehemiah chapter 4, and I think that the story behind Nehemiah is really similar to what's going on here right now in both this country and in the United States. And that is, there's a generation in captivity. There's a generation being oppressed. There's oppressive nature, and there's drugs, and there's all kinds of pressure to get involved in things we shouldn't be involved in. And the truth is, somebody needs to set people free. God, from the very beginning, from Adam and Eve to David and Goliath, to Ananias helping Saul, to Esther with Xerxes, and here Nehemiah having to face Tobias and Sanballat, God always puts somebody to stand in the gap. In Nehemiah 4:14, he says, "Do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, for your sons, for your daughters, for your wives, and for your houses." The Bible says that they had a mind to work, and that they went about doing what they had to do, but when the threats came, they had a weapon in one hand, and then they built the wall with the other hand. I think it's a parallel for us today. We need to build. We need to build what God is calling us to build. And when the threats come, we deal with it. But we deal with it with one hand. We don't put down the work of God because of a threat or a family situation or a work issue. We keep God's word in our hand. We deal with what we have to deal with, standing on God, because it says in verse 20, our God will fight for us. In Esther 4:14, Mordecai reminds her, who knows but that you've come into the kingdom for such a time as this. I want to just tell you, friend, if you love Jesus, you're called according to his purpose. Everything is working together for good, but it also means he's called you to be called according to his purpose. He's called you to be an ambassador. You have a sphere of influence that I don't have. You have a sphere of influence that nobody else has but you. And he's called you to stand in the gap, to pray for people, to reach out to folks, make you a blessing list, get you a list of 5 to 10 names of people that need to be following Jesus and they're not. Notice I didn't say church member. I said following Jesus. Pray for them. Reach out to them. Believe for them. Stand in prayer. God will show himself strong. Our God will fight for us. God bless you.